Yo, what's up? Prince Elias, and it is now 11:17, almost midnight, and I'm just now getting home. And by the thumbnail and of course my brand new hoodie, I just got home from Celine Dion's Courage Tour, World Tour concert here in Memphis. She stopped by and she said during the show that it's been 20 years since she last did a show in Memphis. 20 years. That's most of my life because I'm about to be 31 this year. So it's like most of my life. Like by the time I discovered Celine Dion's music and knew who she was, became a fan, she had did a concert here and never came back for various reasons. You know, she's a big megastar, world tour, traveling around the world, and then of course the Vegas residency had her on lock for a long minute. But now she's free from that contract. She's doing her own tour to celebrate her new album Courage. Pretty dope album. It came out like what, November, December-ish. And I've been rocking it ever since. Like, I listen to certain songs every day. There are certain songs on that album that is so dope. So she can't do no wrong. Her music's just dope. She's just good. But I literally just left that concert. I am in a concert high right now. The energy in that building, magical, man, magical. It was amazing. And since I reviewed the Avicii tribute concert, even though that was recorded and put on Netflix, I decided to make a new series that I review concerts, whether it's, you know, already released on video like Netflix or whatever, or YouTube, or if I personally go see it myself with my own eyes. So it's going to be separate from the Snake Cinema reviews. I will keep it in a separate playlist, probably just with my regular vlogs, but I think I'm gonna start reviewing concerts as well, because that show, if you are a musician or an aspiring musician or someone who just wants to be in the Showtime entertainment music business, you need to find a way to look up clips to Celine Dion's Courage Tour concert, because that, whoo, man. So I'm gonna break this up into 3 or 4 parts, because her show was broken up into parts, and by broken up into parts, it was broken up based on her wardrobe changes, pretty much. So in the beginning, like, we had, you know, I'm not gonna include the DJ who played music beforehand leading up to her getting on. Sorry, I'm going through my Rolodex of videos and pictures to make sure it was actually 4 wardrobe changes she did. Yeah, so basically, once the show got started and the DJ was done playing his music, the first thing you hear is "I drove all night," and all you needed was to hear her say those lines, "I drove all night to get to you," and then the crowd went crazy. We was screaming, we was hollering. I'm surprised I ain't lost my voice after all the screaming I was doing. And that's when that pretty much set the bar. That's when you knew it was about to be a good show. And she came out with a beautiful red dress, looking fine as hell. Man, Celine Dion, for her age, is gorgeous. Like, she's aging gracefully. Like, yeah. Enough of lusting after Celine Dion. She is a beautiful woman. Aging gracefully. Her outfits, her wardrobes were phenomenal. She danced, and it wasn't like Beyonce dancing, but she was entertaining. She just didn't stand still like some singers of her caliber would, where they just stand still in one place and maybe walk on one side of the stage and then walk on another side of the stage. No, she actually did some moves, and I see why Vegas had her on lockdown for a long time. That show, it was incredible. But she started off right off the bat. See, I thought the way people were talking, and you know, I looked at people's posts online and stuff. The way people were talking, to made it seem like this was strictly her singing all the new songs, sprinkled in a little bit of old songs. No. I can't speak for other shows, but as far as the Memphis show, she did hit after hit after hit after hit after hit, and it was great. The only songs she did from Courage were two. And in my humble opinion, because I really do love that album, it's not my #1 favorite album of hers, but it is like top 3. I wouldn't mind if she had sang like 4 songs off that new album instead of just 2, but she only sang 2 off the new album. And they were my favorite ones. So there were 2 of my favorite ones, but in my opinion, I would have been just as happy if she had sang 2 extra songs off the new album, like Lover That I Lost, you know, or The Perfect Goodbye, or Nobody's Watching. I love that's I could see her dancing to that that song. So if you haven't listened to Courage album, go to Spotify or Apple Music or whatever streaming service you use and check that out. Check those songs out that I just mentioned. So yeah, but she did Courage and she did Imperfection, and Imperfection is my shit. That's my jam. So I was very pleased with that. But everything else was hit after hit after hit after hit, which I'm not complaining. And she didn't brush through. Yeah, I've been to a few concerts, and when you get acts who have been in the game for over 10, 15, 20 years, a lot of times they would give you like a verse, maybe one verse and one chorus, or just one verse from a hit song. And some of them, especially you R&B people or pop people, they like to just sing the chorus and then jump to the next chorus of their hit song, then jump to the next chorus. And it's like, hold on. Sing the full song, please. I don't want 30-second snippet. Not everybody is born Generation Z, Generation X. Not everybody has short attention span. I would like to actually hear the entire song. Verse, chorus, bridge. You know what I'm saying? And she did that. She did that. Every hit that she sang, every song that she sang, she did not cut short. She sang the entire song, and I was so happy. And the concert wasn't long. It was probably an hour and a half from the time she got on stage. Because again, like I said in the beginning, you know, DJ was playing music and people were dancing, you know, getting the vibe ready. So she didn't go exactly on at 7:30 as the tickets, you know, said the show started 7:30. But when you think about it, she wasn't on stage long, and she sang the entire songs. And she has more hits, more albums, more #1 singles than a lot of your favorite singers who like to do these concerts and brush right on through their hit songs just to get to the recent songs, which I'm used to it, but it's so mad annoying because for the most part, I like y'all for y'all old shit. I mean, I like the new stuff, but come on now, give me some of the old stuff. I mean, and so part 1, she came out in a beautiful red dress. She sang like 4 or 5 of the old hits. And I'm not going to go through the track list. You could probably Google it. There's probably some fans who put it on Instagram or Twitter. But after that, went on, and in between her wardrobe changes, instead of just having the musicians just sit on stage and play and twiddle their fingers, she had video footage, like visuals, like montages, and like it looks like movie-esque, like a movie scene. Like one with her, it looks like she's about to be at a fashion show where she's getting dressed and stuff. Another visual was like she was actually doing ballet dance, like a choreography dance. And the visuals, the videos that during the wardrobe changes wasn't even that long. Like I was like, dang, how does she change clothes that fast? Because it felt like those visuals probably 2 minutes max. I mean, maybe 3, but it was great. So in between, so she did like hits, let's say 4 hits, then wardrobe change. We see a visual, very dope, very high quality production. Then by the time that video pops off, she's back on stage with another wardrobe. And let's see, that one was like a black and white sequence type dress with a slit on the side. Oh my gosh. When I tell you Celine Dion, for her age, let me look up her age right quick while I'm doing this video. For her age, her body, and it's not me lusting, this is me admiring her body and how healthy she had a lifestyle. She had muscles on top of muscles, calf muscles, leg muscles. I'm like, man, does she lift? Like, she is fit. I want her diet regimen. I want her workout regimen. Like, oh my gosh. Like, she had that slit in her dress, and you can see her leg and her calf muscles. She looked like she can bench press or squat like over 500 pounds, how much muscle she had. And you don't think that looking at Celine Dion, like in the magazines and video shoots and stuff, because she's so thin, you don't see how healthy and muscular she is. Like her arms, her biceps, I was like, damn, like Celine lift weights. Like, y'all can't tell me otherwise. How old is this woman? She is 51 years old, and she, by the muscles on her body, and I'm just admiring from a fitness aspect because I like to lift weights, the muscles on her body looks like she's 20, 25. Like, oh my gosh, 51 years old. Something about that Canadian women age like black women. Canadian white women age like black women. Celine ain't the only one. I've seen plenty of, you know, Canadian white women, like celebrities, who are aging like fine wine. So yeah, I need her diet regimen and her workout regimen, because I need to be at 51 looking muscular like her. But outfit wardrobe changes, top notch, wonderful, beautifully. So the first 2 wardrobe changes, she was doing like the greatest hits, and then by that 3rd wardrobe change is when she started doing some hits, but incorporating the 2 new songs I told y'all about off her album Courage. And to me, that flowed so well, so beautifully, and I loved it. The way, like, her set list, it just flowed. Like, she didn't go by the dates of which songs were released. She just went by the flow of it, and it was just, it's hard to explain. Production is immaculate. The lights, the musicians, the background singers, the visuals they had on screen, the camera operators out in the crowds getting Celine and the crowd shot stuff. It was just perfect. It was top notch. It was A1. Like, I'm just, from a production and creative standpoint, I am in awe. And I've been to a lot of concerts at the FedEx Forum. I've been to big concerts. I've been to giant arena concerts. I've traveled out of town to go to concerts. And this is like high caliber. But of course, she is a high caliber artist. But I've seen some high caliber artists that's like Celine status or more, who are lazy when it comes to the stage presence, the visuals, the light cues. They do so basic light cues. She didn't do that. Like, she actually put effort in, or she hired the right people who actually put effort in the entire stage presence, the ambiance, the video qualities that their camera operator used wasn't shitty. Like, they really invested. Whoever's part of her tour team, their resume gotta be on point, because it was just great. And then after her 3rd wardrobe change, and she went to the 4th wardrobe change, she started singing a lot of classic songs, like Motown songs and Prince songs and stuff, which I loved. I like when she do covers of other people's music. It's just so dope to hear her sing it. And then that was it. That was the end. And me personally, because I got inside scoop of people who went to the Nashville shows, that wasn't technically the end, but she was like, "Good night, I love y'all, we out, peace." And then we were yelling, screaming, cheering, encore, and then she came out in that beautiful white gown. And of course, you all know, she came out for the encore. You know what song it is. The song that popped her off like big, especially around in America where people knew who Celine Dion was. My Heart Will Go On from the Titanic. And by the I didn't realize that that song really got me so emotional. Maybe because I see it live and I saw it for the first time live with her. And let's just say by the time she got to that bridge, oh, tears were flowing. I was trying to wipe my face while singing, and it was just, whew. I cried. And I'm not ashamed to say I cried. I'm a big baby when it comes to music, when it comes to people I admire and I look up to and I love. And Celine is top notch. Like, before I fell in love with Lady Gaga or Madonna or Michael Jackson or Prince or all these other people who are great musicians, Celine was the first one. Because I grew up in a strict Christian household where no secular music. Celine was the first non-gospel artist that I was allowed to listen to, and I've been a fan ever since. And whew, hearing her sing My Heart Will Go On live, I probably would have never, had she not did this world tour and had she not stopped in Memphis, I probably would have never seen her live in my lifetime. I probably would just been stuck looking at videos on YouTube or stuff, because I can't afford to go to Vegas when she was having a residency and, you know, pay for hotel, food, transportation, all that, just plane tickets, and on top of the concert tickets. Like, no, I'm a broke boy. I'm a broke nigga. Like, I can't do that. So, I never thought in my wildest dreams I would be in the same building, the same arena, the same room, and actually hear her perform live, especially that song. And boy, that was beautiful. And that was a perfect way to end the night. Technically, that wasn't the last song she ended the night with. She ended the night singing Imagine, John Lennon, the Beatles, you know, that song. That's what she really ended after My Heart Will Go On, and that was a perfect way to cap the concert. So, out of all the concerts I've ever been to or seen on like Netflix, TV, YouTube, stuff like that, out of all the concerts I've ever seen, I've seen a lot of concerts in my lifetime because I love music like that, I'm gonna have to give this 10 out of 10. Perfect. 10 out of 10 stars, you know, rating, thumbs up. If she's coming to your city and there's still tickets available, I don't give a fuck if it's in the nosebleeds, because I was in nosebleeds and I still enjoyed it, had a good time. The screens and the visuals, you could see perfectly. Nothing was in your way. If she's coming to your city and there's still tickets left, I don't care if they're in the nosebleed sections, I don't care if they $150, go see it. It's so worth the money. That was A1. And that show was so good. I really pray that she is recording it to put on DVD or streaming service or something in the future when all this touring is over. Like, that's how high quality that should be rewatched over and over again. Like, you know, Beyonce's Homecoming or the Avicii tribute concert, or any concerts that a lot of celebrities will record while they're on tour, mash it together, great clips together, and then put it out into the universe, whether to sell on DVD or whatever. So yeah, Netflix, Hulu, whatever, YouTube, somebody needs to cut Celine a big check to put the Courage Tour on your services, because it's that good. If Beyonce could get Homecoming, the Baychella on Netflix, Celine deserves to get a check to put Courage Tour on Netflix or something like that. But if not, go. If she's coming to your city, go. Please. It is worth every penny. It is worth, regardless of what seats you're in. It was amazing. And it's almost midnight now, so I need to start recording and go to bed because I gotta go to work. But 10 out of 10, Celine Dion Courage Tour. Thank you for coming to Memphis during this tour. Thank you for coming to my city and allowing me to just see why you're the greatest. I love you, Celine. I love you guys on YouTube. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll check y'all out in the next review.